week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed, and played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
The Colts first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brissett now. And his throw here's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. Again, it's Brissett. And going right back to Pittman. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it. Everyone locked in, everyone doing their job. I continue to go.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. First down, and they go with Swift again. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he can't find any goes down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines, watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Colts 37-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 26 yards. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he gets it inside the 10 of the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go. First and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, still in the first half here, a long way to go. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. Here's Walker. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Walker now. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second and 9, Walker. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts have retaken the lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 14-10. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's able to get this out past the 40.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Hill throwing once more. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down by a Forest Walker. The gain on the play.
Here's Hill now on second down. The left side completion to Jones. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Hill now to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So, well, we all missed football in the offseason, but apparently not everybody missed halftime. We skip right over it. We get back to the action. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Hill now operating from the red zone. A slant to Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. Now Hill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On second and goal, Hill. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Here we go.
Walker now to throw from his end zone. He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. First down, Walker. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Walker, it's caught by Jackson. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, Walker. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. His safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Now that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Hill looks to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A first down throw for Walker. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now at Ford Field. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Walker. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Garabay's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Hill. Caught by Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working out of the gun here, Walker. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it will come out to the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. Walker throwing after the interception. And that's complete to Swain. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
Walker now to throw on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Hill now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the Colts now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one to Swain, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He's back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing for his line back, and he's got it complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape ball over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure.
And this is caught inside the 5. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the hit...
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge said all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much, tie game, but you have to think in the preseason with overtime not in the cards, maybe time to take a few chances. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Hill. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Hill. Looking downfield for Jones. They got his man complete. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish, and this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out... Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against a team, the thing they know not to do.